Whether you are training for a marathon, a half marathon, an ultra marathon, even maybe a 15K, you should really pay attention to your hydration. That could be one of the determining factors of how well you do in your race and whether you get a PR or a PB or even if you finish the race. Because let me tell you, dehydration is a real thing, and the difference between summer and winter can vary. Some people may not see a difference whatsoever, but someone like me, with all the weight that I've gained versus what I used to be, yeah, it's going to be different. And if you also live in these colder climates, such as Canada, we have these temperature swings that go up to 35 Celsius and all the way down to 35 Celsius. So you have these massive swings. And yes, I do understand that it will also be different from person to person because we are all going to sweat at a different rate. Pay attention to your hydration and your electrolytes. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble.
Have you ever been out for a run outside when it's cold and after you get home you notice that you just set a PB or a PR, or you're struggling with a long run outside on a hot summer's day? Guys, I get it. Running outside is an awesome way to build your aerobic system as well as strengthening your muscles. But depending on the weather and when you run, you will likely notice significant differences in how you run and how you recover. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the differences between running outside in the winter versus the summer. In winter, dehydration may creep up on you. Running in colder weather can be very deceiving. You may feel like you're not sweating as much or you're getting as thirsty when you run in winter. And this can make dehydration a significant risk for you and your training plans. Interestingly, however, most people's sweat rates don't change in the winter and may just feel that way. That's because when you are running, your sweat rate is influenced by other factors apart from weather, including your fitness level, pace, and the type of training that you're doing. So when you're running in winter, it's important not to neglect the proper hydration, just as you do in the summer months. Make sure you drink half of your body weight in fluid ounces daily and drink 16 ounces or 2 cups of fluid 2 hours before your run. Or just before you leave, drink further 8 to 12 ounces or 1 to 1.5 cups. Your body will find running in winter much easier. I know I do. Our bodies naturally find it easier to run in winter conditions, according to a study run by St. Mary's University in London. Participants ran in the university's heat lab, which simulated the average winter and summer temperatures in Great Britain. These temperatures were 46 degrees and 75 degrees respectively. So after running 3 40-minute runs at 70% effort, they found runners rated a thermal sensation was 32% higher in cold temperatures than in the hot temperatures. This thermal sensation means runners found a higher degree of comfort and ability to consistently sustain an effort of running in colder temperatures. Running in summer is generally harder. That's what I find. Your base temperature increases about 10 to 15 degrees when you run. So if you're running on a hot summer day, your body temperature is likely to increase to a level of discomfort much quicker than if you were running in a winter's day. Add humidity to the mix, which in Canada we have a lot of, which is usually higher in winter months, and you've got a big challenge ahead of you. The goal of the sweating is for your body to cool off as the water evaporates from your skin and when it reaches the air. In summer months, however, the humidity in the air can result in sweat sitting on the surface of your skin, making it difficult to cool down mid-run, and your rate of perceived exhaustion will increase rapidly with summer running. Again, this is due in part to the quick increase in body temperature and difficulty in getting it back down compared to the winter months. The differences between running outside in the winter versus summer are primarily focused on the body's base temperature and perceived rate of exhaustion. Depending on what type of climate you're used to, cooler weather or slightly warmer weather may suit you best. The key with making the most of your running, no matter what the climate, is to make sure that you're adequately hydrated and fueled and wear the appropriate clothing for the climate. So if you are training using the Maffetone Method, you really want to pay attention to this because, like I've said before, your heart rate can be affected by a lot of things, and temperature is just one of those things that really makes a difference if you're trying to use this method and try to improve. Winter can be amazing for setting a lot of personal records. It is an amazing time to get out there and go for that run and go, you know what, this feels like it's not as hard as it normally is, especially if you're comparing it to the summer months. So like I always say, get out and run. We'll see you next Thursday. I'm at Starbucks because I'm not prepared. I didn't pack my lunch, didn't pack my snacks, I didn't pack anything for the day. So what did I buy? I bought one of those. So if you're training using the Maffetone method and it's winter time, you may find yourself being able to run much faster at a lower heart rate than you would if it was the summertime. Goodness me, it is so flipping cold in Canada and my arm right now is frozen, or I should say, my hand is so frozen. Oh my gosh.
Hey, thanks so much for still watching. And since you're here, comment below and put in 84 days. People are going to be scratching their heads going, what the heck is that? But since you guys have been watching this far, you guys know what 84 days means. I hope. See you later. Thanks for watching.